To build clean websites like this, you're going to be using the Build Premium Website skill. And again, you can find all of my Claude skills inside of our completely free community. Just go inside of Classroom, then Learning Hub, scroll down until you find my Claude skills right here. I'll also leave a link to this right below this video. This drive folder includes all of my Claude skills. Because after you've installed this skill and you write /build premium website, you can see this skill builds a premium animated marketing website with React, Vite, and Tailwind CSS for any industry. Use when the user has to build a website, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to use it and write /build premium website. I want to build a website for a landscaping company. Let's just call it Cityscape. Then we hit enter. Because what this skill will now do is that it's going to force Claude to ask follow-up questions about exactly what site it is that we want. So the colors, etc. There we go. Now it's going to ask us what the theme should be. I think a bold modern theme looks good. The brand color direction, urban slate, moss, forest rust, olive brass. I think this dark green one, moss green, could look pretty cool. So let's go with that. Let's go with design, hardscaping, lawn, trees, lighting, commercial. For the services, I think that's pretty good. And then I'm going to ask it to build it in this folder that we are currently in. I'm going to write submit answers, and now it's going to build out the plan for this website. You can see it's reading all of these files from inside of the skill that it uses as a reference for how it should design this. Building this out can take a couple of minutes. And there we go. That took 8 minutes and 41 seconds. And now you can see site is live at localhost 5173. So I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to go into our browser, paste this in, hit enter, and there we go. Now we have it. Cityscape, home, services, approach, process, contact. Then we have request a quote right up here. Landscape architecture for the city. We design, build, and maintain. And now we have a clean website in literally just 8 minutes that's based on this template. And you can see we have this animation right here with these stock images, which looks extremely good. We're missing one right here, so we need to fix that. Every discipline under one roof, from a single tree pruned to half-acre estate, plant from scratch. This looks extremely good. Request a quote. When they click on this, it scrolls to this section right here where they can fill in this information. They can even attach photos if they want to, and then they can send the inquiry. Absolutely insane website. And you can see this website right here is built from the same template that we used for the plumbing company. I'm really happy with how this site turned out. We can also right-click and click inspect, and then turn it to mobile right here. And then we can see, okay, it also looks good on mobile, which is also very important for websites these days. Great, you've learned how to create insane looking websites, and you can sell this for probably around $500. But let me show you how to also deploy it. You deploy it by first going to GitHub. If you don't have GitHub already, then create a profile, then click new, and I'm going to call this Cityscape. Right here, you're going to set it to public because you don't want to give everyone your code to your website. And then you click create repository. There we go. And now you can take this URL right here and you can pass it to Claude Code. And you can say push this code for the website only to this repo. Then you don't want to have it in auto mode because it won't be able to push to a repo in auto mode. So you're just going to set it like this. Hit enter, and now Claude is going to push all of this code into the cloud, into GitHub. And you can see it's first checking. Hit enter. When you do this the first time, it'll pop up with an authentication where you have to authenticate in order to do this. It'll basically just open a window on your GitHub where you just have to click accept. But because I've done this plenty of times, it already has a connection. Now it is creating a commit, and you can see pushed code is live at this GitHub URL right here. If we then hit enter in the GitHub repo, then we can see our code from this website. And hosting it is actually extremely easy when we have it on GitHub. I'm going to use the platform that's called Vercel.com, which is a hosting platform. Then, if you don't have it already, create a user. It's free. Go to the top right corner, click add new, and then project. And then you can paste in this GitHub repo right here when you have your GitHub account connected to your Vercel account. This makes it very, very easy because Vercel can now see automatically, okay, this is a Vite project. It's called Cityscape, and all we have to do is just click deploy once, and there we go. Now you can see it's being deployed. This should take usually around something like 30 seconds before the website is deployed. This actually only took 9 seconds this time. You can see it says, congratulations, you've now deployed a new project. We can then click continue to dashboard, and here we have our project. We actually already have a domain that's given by Vercel. If we copy this domain right here and we open it in a new tab, this is the domain that we've been given, then we actually have a preview of what the site will look like when it's live. And it's actually live right now. We can go to this website from anywhere. And you can see it looks extremely good. It looks exactly like it did on development. If you wanted to add a domain, you would come down here onto domains on the left-hand side. And you can see we have our standard domain right here. You would just click add existing, and here you can add any domain that you want, from GoDaddy, from Namecheap, from Cloudflare, it doesn't matter. It will take you through the review process of setting up the DNS, and when you've done that, then you have deployed your website to the web. If you wanted to sell these kind of websites, I would create 5 different templates and then create a portfolio website where you show these websites that you have built. That makes it much easier for a potential client to make a decision, okay, should I work with this company or not? The great thing about this is that when you have built up a portfolio and when you have built a bunch of skills like this, I'll show you later in this course how you can create something and then create your own skill so you can replicate the process much easier. Your work becomes almost automated. Claude can do 95% of your product delivery. And that's the entire point of this business model. It's to build stuff with Claude and then creating skills from it to replicate the process and making the service delivery so much easier. All right, that is Websites Complete.